So welcome, everyone. Those of you for whom this is your first experience of the University of San Francisco are as welcome tonight as our longtime supporters and friends. We are here this evening for more than a party, much as we enjoy them. This evening has a twofold purpose: to celebrate and to acknowledge. On occasion, we may too easily succumb to feelings of hopelessness and helplessness in the face of daunting local, national, and global challenges. These times require clear vision and solid values to make the tough calls that promote the common good of all over the interests of any one individual or group. The University of San Francisco California Prize for Service and the Common Good acknowledges and celebrates peoples and organizations that welcome challenges and excel in service to the community, especially to the poor, the marginalized, and the underserved. By honoring members of our community who practice the higher standard that USF holds itself accountable to, we hold up for emulation real working examples that doing good and doing well are mutually reinforcing life goals. And what better example this year than the World Championship San Francisco Giants?
This is the fifth anniversary of the USF California Prize. The prize is intended to honor individuals or organizations who make a significant contribution to the local community, especially to the poor and the underserved. The San Francisco Giants organization has done that. By winning 2 of the last 3 World Series, the Giants have definitively proven themselves to be the best baseball team in the world. Tonight, we are honoring the Giants for a contribution that has not garnered as much attention. We're honoring a $14 million investment in the last 20 years to programs that help kids develop life skills, motivate them, and show them what the future can look like.
Wearing San Francisco across our chest, we are more than just another business. I think people hold us to a higher standard, and I think that's a good thing. 7 months of the year, people from divergent backgrounds come together and celebrate their home team. Sometimes you don't realize what you have until you lose it. We're perilously close to losing the Giants.
I'm the mayor of San Francisco, and I'm presented with the fact that the San Francisco Giants had just been sold.
Well, I think there's certain things that you can't take out of a person, and their hometown baseball loyalties may be one of them.
With the determination of the people in San Francisco, the team is here, and look at the results since.
They're the home team.
They're the center. They're the center of San Francisco.
They're the heart of San Francisco.
I think they're the best team in the world.
We like to think of ourselves as more than just a baseball team. We think we're a part of the community, we're a community asset, we're a civic asset. Part of our mission is to enrich the community and to help individuals throughout the community who may need help, to provide a community gathering point at AT&T Park, and to just be a part of a greater Bay Area.
This is not about just winning baseball games. It's about a lot more.
At the bottom of the ninth, the Dodgers are down 3-0.
We're very proud of the fact that 100% of our players and uniformed personnel align themselves with some cause, some nonprofit through the year.
From day one that I came into San Fran, I let them know that I want to be able to do things within the community. I want to be a representation of the Giants, not just on the field, but off the field. And they've got me into different areas, whether it be into poverty areas, homeless teens. Well, I do stuff with Not for Sale and represent the Giants in that aspect. They've gotten me a part of the bullying stuff where I get to speak out against bullying in the communities. They bring hope to Little leaguers who do not have the opportunities maybe to play baseball to now get gloves because they can't afford them, to play on baseball fields and understand how to play the game right.
We're playing 3 outs, so no errors on the bases.
The Giants Community Fund was started about 20 years ago and was really the formal relationship between the team and the rest of the Bay Area community. The board members of the Giants Community Fund have worked hard to look at issues facing the San Francisco Bay Area community and to see what positive role the Giants can play as a whole.
This is a good one.
The Giants Community Fund has provided every year thousands of free baseball gloves. I know as a child that was a problem I had. Where am I going to find a baseball glove? It's expensive. It couldn't, in some of the neighborhoods of San Francisco, they can't provide a glove.
Our most popular program is the Junior Giants program, where we use baseball as a vehicle to work with young people to teach them about important things throughout life: education, the importance of literacy, the importance of maintaining a healthy diet, and teamwork. We have about 22,000 kids throughout Northern California playing Junior Giants baseball.
They are the Junior Giants. Everybody out here is a Junior Giant.
My name is Darian Dawson. I'm 12 years old and I live in Hunters Point.
Hi, my name is Kamai and I'm 7 years old.
I learned how to play. I learned how to swing, the proper way to swing.
The bat is for, you go like this, and then you try to hit the ball. And that's what the whole thing is about, baseball.
I learned how to catch the proper way with 2 hands instead of 1. I learned integrity, leadership, good sportsmanship, and teamwork.
Junior Giants mean to my family hope and courage. As far as the community, a lifesaver.
It's a feeling that somebody cares and somebody really wants to help me. Now I can learn to play baseball, but I feel like I have a community around me that wants me to be successful. It's a nice feeling.
We're more than just another business, and I think that it's critical for the organization to act that way and exhibit our love for the community and our care for the community in powerful ways.
When I play this game, I want to make sure that I can help other people be able to say one day I'm going to be. Whether, I don't care if it's a ball player, a doctor, a garbage man, a teacher, a lawyer, an entrepreneur, but everybody has that right to say one day I'm going to be.
USF and the Giants are both, I believe, community organizations first. We want to create positive change in our community, and we want to do that with open arms, and we want to be inclusive, and we want to make the community a better place.
So it's not just a baseball team, it's the city's baseball team. And it brings life, it brings energy, it brings pride. The Giants bring a lot to the city of San Francisco.
We hope to emulate what USF has done over their years. We've only been here 50 years, 56 years. USF's been here longer, so we have some catching up to do.
All right, get a rally going. We'll go, let's go Giants going. Thank you so much. It really is an honor to be here, and it's something that I really believe that USF and the Giants have a symbiotic relationship. It is the California Prize. I remember sitting here and watching Daniel receive it last year. And it's something that it really resonates with so many of us that are involved with the Giants, because the Giants and USF are so connected, and I'll get to that in a second. I do want to mention that the pressure's on. Father Copeland, in the PS to his invocation, first time I've experienced the PS to an invocation, basically said, you better do 3 out of 4. So next year I intend on texting Bruce Bochy at the end of the evening and let him know, Father Copeland. And then a little known secret, Father Prevette, when he called us in March, was very, very kind and talked about the California Prize. and had a little PS to his conversation. Of course, that's if you win the World Series. Not really, not really. We really believe in honoring those that come before us because with the Giants, and I think with really all franchises in professional sports, those who are in active management are really caretakers for those who did come before. And if you're lucky enough to be with a franchise like the Giants, 130 years, New York and San Francisco combined, it's a pretty special place to be able to take the franchise into the future for a community. I want to once again salute those who have who've come before us with the California Prize: Lynn Fritz, Alice Waters, Kat and Tom, and Daniel Lurie. So just a big salute to them. When we won the 2010 World Series, we mentioned something that was very much a stark thing for us and very much a profound feeling that we all had when we won that World Series, and that was that it really belonged to the 54 years of Giants players, San Francisco Giants players who had come before, who had not won a World Series, to the thousands of Giants employees who had not experienced a World Series win, to all the fans, the 90 million fans that had come to watch games in San Francisco. And we have probably the best representative you could ever have of our past with us tonight. Why? Because he played the game with joy. He played the game in a way that really transcended sport. And he happened to be, most likely, in our view, the best player to ever wear a baseball uniform, and he's with us tonight, Willie Mays. Willie? There's so many things you could say about Willie, and his nickname, the Say Hey Kid. His nickname, the Say Hey Kid, says a lot for his enthusiasm and his love of the game. But something that my wife Pam and I have noticed over the 20-plus years we've been attached to the franchise is what Willie does in the community and what he does around people in the community, especially around kids. Willie will pull up to the ballpark, and kids will see him and yell Willie, and you know what he does? He reaches into the trunk of his car and takes out a couple of dozen baseballs and starts signing baseballs and tossing them to the kids. I want to talk for a minute about USF and the Giants, because I think that there really are, I mentioned it's symbiotic, I really think that we share a lot in common. We're both 100-plus-year-old organizations who really have tried to dedicate ourselves. I know in the case of the Giants, we try very hard. In the case of USF, they do it, to enriching the community through innovation and through excellence. We both wear San Francisco across our chest, and we take seriously our mission as really more than a business in the case of the Giants. We see ourselves as a quasi-public utility in many ways. Now, don't say that to the owners of the team, okay? The reality is that though we are not the symphony and we are not the opera and we are a privately held business, the reality is, as Father Prevet said, that there really is a role for doing well by doing good in this society. And we believe that if you do the right things in the community, if you're able to rebuild fields in low-income neighborhoods, if you're able to create a program like Junior Giants, and if you're able to engage your players and create the 100% participation program as the tape showed, we believe that you can create positive change in this community in ways that are very powerful and not inconsistent with running a successful business. At the Giants, we're very proud to have numerous USF graduates in our employee base with the organization. And I'd like for a moment, first for all the Giants employees, because we have a couple of tables of Giants people who are very much part of what we do every day. I'd like them to stand up first. Giants. And those of you who went to USF, please raise your hand. So I think we have several of the Giants people are USF grads. USF is represented in every single Giants front office department, from media relations to baseball operations to marketing to promotions to ticket sales. The reason for this is not just the school's proximity to AT&T Park, it's because we share this common vision of our community. And your graduates leave USF with a truly committed vision for this community of good citizenry and corporate responsibility, and it's very much appreciated. You've also established an exemplary and very well-respected sports management master's program, which we're very, very proud of. So your employees, your graduates who have become our employees have really become forces of nature within the Giants. We have a program called the Pat Gallagher Scholarship, where Pat, who worked for 32 years for the Giants and is one of the real lightning rods for the Giants, has been over the years, a USF grad every year is awarded the Pat Gallagher Scholarship. So we're very proud to be doing that. There's many collaborations between the two organizations. I'm going to call out just one because it's something that I think is a great example of what can be done between two institutions in the community on a very difficult issue and a very important issue. There's a partnership that was created by our pitcher Jeremy Affelt and Professor David Batstone. And it's around the Not for Sale initiative, which is dedicated to ending human trafficking around the world. Together, Jeremy, with his platform as a Major League Baseball player, and the academic platform, Professor Batstone, have been a very powerful duo in committing themselves to ending human suffering and getting the messages out, not just locally, but internationally, and I commend those two individuals and the two institutions for making all that, making that message resonate. I would conclude, because we want to get on with the program, but I would conclude with just the notion that this trophy is wonderful. We care a lot about it. We will cherish it. We will nurture it. We will work hard to live up to Father Copeland's invocation that we need to do this again next year. But I would say that what's most important of all, and we very much appreciate the California Prize, and we believe the California Prize is emblematic of this, is that walking down the street or in our ballpark, the enjoyment of fathers and daughters, mothers and sons, grandparents and grandchildren in an intergenerational way, enjoying the game of baseball, enjoying what this community can offer around the game of baseball, and a common shared experience is most important of all. And I think back to a playoff game a few weeks ago. It's been a few weeks now. And somebody pointed to me a scene where there were a couple of strangers sitting down below the press box, and the individual said, "I know that guy. He's a big shot hedge fund guy." And he says, "And I also know the person that's sitting next to him, because he's a kid that works at McDonald's up the street." And when something happened that was good for the Giants, They turned to each other, strangers, high-fived, and hugged each other. And I thought that was pretty cool because, you know what? In our world, with all the things that go on, with all the pressures around us, there are certain common denominators, and I'd like to believe that sports can be one. So thank you so much. This is a wonderful honor. We really appreciate you being here tonight. Thank you.